Well, everyone, we welcome you out to Yates Camp House, where we caught up with the Lawrence County school system, actually kicking off the year, right,
That's
Dr.
right.
Allie Good?
Lawrence County's kicking off a great year.
Yeah. And so in order to kick off a great year, you got to have a good plan.
That's right.
So I see the projector here, and everyone actually caught you at lunch, so they're
Right.
able to enjoy a good lunch.
Having a
So
good tailgate lunch.
yeah, so the morning's been good?
It
Been
has.
very productive?
Right. We have a lot of things that we have to dispense to our administrative team as we begin a new year. And so we brought everybody out to a more casual setting, and we're trying to get into that team spirit this year with our T-shirts, Team Lawrence.
Yes.
And we're excited about moving forward together as a team and improving our schools and making them be the very best they can be.
How many administrative staff do you have out here today?
Woo, let's see, we've got 7 principals, and we've got about 12 assistant principals, 10 district staff members, and we've got 6 instructional coaches. So roughly 50 or so is what we prepared for.
Wonderful. And I know you're kicking off a great year. We're excited for you. Thanks for inviting us out, letting us come in and present this to the community, and we look forward to speaking to a few more people.
All right, thank you so much.
Welcome, everyone. Now we're with the athletic director for Lawrence County School Systems, Jeff Clayton. And Coach Clayton, it's good to be able to speak with you today. Now, summertime is a time of work for an AD.
Absolutely.
Of course, it's year-round for an AD. There's a lot of responsibility, a lot of paperwork, a lot of forms, a lot of organizational things. But we're going into a real important part of the season, and you got a couple of team members at each school that'll be the hands-on person.
Correct.
And what's that position called?
We have deemed that position the athletic coordinator for the schools.
Okay, so each school will have an athletic coordinator, each high school. And so if anyone has any questions, first they'd go to the coordinator, and then if need be, come to you with any questions.
In a perfect world,
In a
they would go
perfect
to the
world, that's what would happen.
Yes.
So that's what we're encouraging. Remind everyone who those coordinators are for each school.
On the east side of town at East Lawrence Middle School is Eddie Floyd.
All right.
And then at the high school is Adam Hightower at East Lawrence High.
Good, good.
And then at West Lawrence Middle be Emmett Waits. And the high school position will be Michael Thompson.
Wonderful. I know they've already been a lot of help to you, and you have been to them in setting up this new organizational capacity for them. But
Right.
they've been in sports, they've been in athletics for a long time in coaching. They know what to do, don't they, Coach?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just plugging in and doing it. So we got an exciting year ahead. We're trusting that we're going to have a good football season, softball season. What other season comes along in the very
In
first
the
of
fall
the year?
you have cheer and cross country, and then at West Lawrence they also have volleyball.
All right, so we got a lot of competition going
A
on.
lot of things going on.
Yeah, and the organizational part of that, Coach, you are locked in on now. It's your responsibility.
Right.
We trust all that's going real well.
Well, it has been. All the coaches have been very receptive. You know, I've asked for rosters so we can check paperwork, physicals, and things such as that, and schedules. And everybody's getting their things to me, and it's going real smooth so far.
Good. We just want to remind everyone who to contact real quickly, Coach. Appreciate you taking a moment to speak to us, and thanks a lot for what you do for Lawrence County.
Always a pleasure.
Now we have Dr. Rhonda Hightower, who is a Teaching and Learning Director.
Yes,
For this year. A new position?
it is a new position, trying to bring an incisive focus back on what we're doing in those classrooms.
Okay, so let's talk about a little bit of that,
Okay?
the direction of it. So a decisive and a focused approach.
Yes, and very much a hands-on approach. And getting into those classrooms and seeing what teachers need and what we can do for them to grow them, because when we grow them, it subsequently grows those students, and that's what we want.
Gosh, more support for the teachers in order to help them
Yes.
get what they need. That's much needed.
Absolutely.
You know, when
absolutely.
you speak to teachers about what they need, this is the type of support, this is the type thing that they point out to us,
Yes.
isn't it, Doctor?
Yes, yes, sir, it certainly is.
So tell us about your history in education.
Well, it began 20 years ago right here at the Lawrence County Board of Education. So it is really neat to me that it has come full circle back to the Lawrence County Board and in a position that I absolutely love, and that is with curriculum and instruction. So it's very much a passion,
Yeah,
and it
and-
has met a career.
Well,
So,
good,
yes.
and it does.
Yes.
It's so very important.
Yes.
People do not realize the time, the energy, the preparation it takes in order to to have the right curriculum, to have the right approach.
That's right.
And
That's why it needs that focus.
So you're dedicated to that. You'll be at the central office.
I will be housed there. However, I will be in the schools a lot. Again, that's not something you can do from a distance or an arm's reach. You got to be in there with those teachers and seeing what they need and be available to them. So
Certainly a hands-on approach, isn't
yes,
it?
very much, very much.
So what will change for us? What can you say to the parents and to the community out there as far as the direction for curriculum? What is the heart of it? What is the changes? Because there's always changes in education.
There is, and we do have some new standards rolling out from the Georgia Department of Education this year. Well, because now we have a Director of Teaching and Learning, we can have that, again, hands-on approach to help those teachers interpret those standards and get those standards taught so that those kids can master it quickly. So that is our biggest change, is with that new standards in science and social studies upcoming.
I know if parents, the community has any questions, they could reach you at the Lawrence County Board of Education when you're there. They can certainly leave a message, because you're going to be out and about, I can tell.
I am, but absolutely don't hesitate to give me a call with any questions. I want to see our students succeed.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
no better way to do that than to be right in there with them.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you're back with Team Lawrence.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Ms. Sherry Moorman from East Lawrence
Primary.
And so we spoke with you last year. You had a great year.
We
I know
did.
you
We had a really good year. And we're set up to have a good year this year as well. We've got a lot of new staff members this year, and there's some changes at the primary. The pre-K program that we recently had in our building, due to size constraints,
Yes.
has moved. So the pre-K has their own wing down at East Lawrence Elementary, and they've got nice, new, large classrooms. So I'm sure they're going to be excited about that. We're going to miss those, though, you know.
Yeah.
We're going to miss our staff and those little babies. They always bring joy in every day. But we've got kindergarten first and second. We've got a new assistant principal this year. We've got a new counselor this year. So a few new staff members to get acclimated, but we're ready to see some smiling
who
faces.
those new faces will be in positions.
Okay, our former counselor, Miss Dana Hall, got promoted to the board office, so she's the new RTI coordinator at the board office, and so Miss Claire Bryan will be our new counselor. We also have a new secretary in the office. Our secretary got promoted to the board office.
You're
and
doing something right out there.
So Miss Melissa Cutler, who is in our office now, works with the student information systems at the board office.
Wonderful.
And so Miss Jennifer Wynn is our new secretary. She'll be the face that you see when you come in the door. And we're excited to have her as well. We have a new instructional coach this year, Miss Brandy Purser, one of our former teachers.
Okay, so it's wonderful to be out here today, and I know y'all getting a lot out of this training, out of the unity that you get from all getting together.
Yes, very much so. And I really like the concept that Dr. Alligood is promoting with the Team Lawrence. You know, it's not the east side and it's not the west side. We're one system, and I really do like the team approach.
Yes, and it's long overdue.
Yes.
I mean, it really is. You know, you live and you've been in education for so long and a part of the community for so long, and so hopefully we're all on the right page finally.
I think so. I mean, we've had more of an opportunity for the elementary principals to collaborate and talk about and try to do things to keep all of our teachers on the same page. You know, if first grade and one school is doing this, then we're trying to make sure that all teachers have those same opportunities. So I really think the students will benefit in the end.
Isn't it great, though, to see the people that have worked with you for years to grow in the system and to move on,
continue
either
to
the
move
board
forward,
or move
yes.
forward?
And
That's
it
rewarding.
is rewarding. It really is, to see them grow and to mature in their own positions and their desires for their own future.
That's just part of education, part of life, but it's really part of education and the mentality that you get from progressing, through your educational background. Yeah. Well, thanks for speaking with us, and best of luck this year.
Nice to see you again.
Okay, everyone, now we're speaking with Tim Franks, the principal at the middle school. West Lawrence Middle School has undergone some kind of face change.
Oh, it doesn't look the same. It looks like a completely different place. When this process started, I kept telling everybody we were going to get a facelift, but I think we got a whole new reconstruction. It's amazing. We are actually going to hold an open house to the general public just for touring of the building on Sunday, July the 31st from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So anyone is welcome to come by and see what we've done. I think you will be very, very amazed at what has happened during the summer.
Took a lot of work, a lot of time. Those men really put in the hours, but you were there too now, Mr. Franks. You had to spend a lot of time there to make sure everything went well.
I'm going to give big props to Chris Morrison, all of Dublin Construction and their crew there. They were there 7 days a week, many hours. They put in many hours, and they've done a wonderful job of that.
And I can't wait to go through the tour as well. And we saw the first parts of the construction, the tearing out of the walls and what have you, but look forward to going back and being able to show everyone. Now, in meetings like this, you've been to many. You've been in education for how many years?
This is 30.
30 years.
This
Congratulations.
30. Thank you.
And thank you for what you do, really.
Thank you.
You do an excellent job, Mr. Franks. My kids have been through your school.
Yes, they have.
And you did a good job. If you can do a good job with them, you can
They're
do a good job
boys.
with
They're good
anyone.
boys.
But you have a real heart for it, and you communicate, and you know when to be stern and encouraging at the same time, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
But back to the matter at hand. Now, we're out here today for a system-wide team effort, Team Lawrence, and it's a wonderful concept. It's something that's actually already in progress. It's just the T-shirt's kind of a reminder for you for the 2017 year. But what do you get out of these meetings before you start the year? What do you take away from it?
Well, you know, we were talking at the table that I was sitting at. She gave us some time to talk about it, and I go back to those old coaching days where I coached a long time. Until everybody is on the same page, working towards the same goal, you can't be effective. Once everybody's on the same page and you understand where you're trying to go, then you can get there. And that's what these meetings are for at the beginning of the year. Obviously, there's a lot of administrative stuff you have to go over, but ultimately, we get together so Dr. Allie Good and her staff at the county office can tell us the goal we're looking for, and then we try to go that direction and achieve what she has in mind.
Always good to get together as a system and to see the camaraderie that you have, you know, here at mealtime with everyone, enjoying the fellowship. And then, you know, to start that new year, and people don't understand how much work you guys put in before those kids ever step in the hallway.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of times we know what we're doing, but this time of the year, you have so much that you have to get crammed in before the teachers get back, before the students get back, and this is just the way to do this, to where everybody is together, so each division can tell everybody what they're looking for.
Mr. Franks, once again, thank you.
Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, O.J. Hall, principal for East Lawrence High School and Middle School, and we've talked about the changes coming up this coming year, and I know you're well prepared to greet the students this year, aren't you?
Yes, I am. We've had a great summer. We've done a lot of maintenance to the building so far as getting fresh paint in the building, getting new carpet in the middle school building. The CTAE building for the high school was renovated. So we spent a lot of time, money, and effort into getting the building up to par and making sure the kids have something that they can be proud of, and that most of all the community has something that they can be proud of. So we're excited about getting our kids and our community in their open house next week on August the 4th, I think it is, from 2 to 6, so that they can see something that they're going to be proud of and take pride in.
Well, the school has always looked very well with that one portion of it. I believe it was the late 70s, 80s, what have you, since the last renovation. So, like you say, you put a lot of time, effort, money into that area of the school, the property at least. And so as we welcome the students back, you know, what do you charge the parents? What do you encourage the students and the community at large to do for the school?
We want our parents and community to be very involved. We believe that as go the parents and the community, so goes the child. Our teachers put in their best. As administrators, we put in we put in our best, but we all know that the most admired teacher in a person's life are the guardians and the parents. So we strongly encourage the community and parents to get involved with us at East Lawrence Middle High. We have an open door policy. I have it's 4 administrators total, myself, and then also Dr. Jamie Lawhorn, Coach Jimmy Williams, and Miss Kelly Dean. So between 4 of us and 2 school counselors, Miss Cammie Daly at the high school, Miss Janitra McWilliams at the middle school, between about 6 of us, if you have an issue or something you would like to just check in on with or about your child, we have an open door policy. Some of us will be available to meet with you.
All right, so we're looking forward to a great school year as all the Lawrence County team is hard at work to make sure that your student is welcome back to school and has a terrific year. Thanks again.
Thank you.